today's video, I'm going to teach you how to play the riff from Scar Tissue by the band the Red Hot Chili Peppers. My name is Rob Reed. Let's get into it. Scar Tissue is the band's first single from their 7th studio album, Californication, released on May 25th, 1999. Where were you? Setting a record at the time, the song spent 16 weeks at #1 on the US Billboard's Modern Rock Tracks charts. It's widely considered one of the band's best songs. The song is recorded at 178 beats per minute. It's in the key of C, and the intro riff is actually made up of intervals and not chords. And these intervals are intervals of a tenth and not a third. What's a tenth, you might ask? Well, it's the same as an interval of a third, only the second note is moved up a full octave. Let me illustrate. Take a C major scale. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. It keeps going on and on into infinity. So a third of C would be C, D, E. So C and E is an interval of a third. Well, an interval of a tenth, that E is moved up a full octave. So it would be C in one octave and the E in the next octave. Got it? Sounds amazing. My favorite chords. The riff is made up of only 3 different interval shapes. The F major 10 interval, the C major 10 interval, and the D minor 10 interval. Then there's some single notes added as well. So let's check it out. The whole riff is basically F, C, and then slide up to D minor. Okay, so it's... That's basically the whole riff, and that's all the movements. So, and then you're just picking the single notes. So we're gonna pluck the A string with our thumb, and the second string, the B string, with our second finger on our right hand. That's the familiar rhythm. Then you move to the C major 10 interval with your thumb and your first finger plucking the G string, sliding into the D minor. Okay, so let's try that whole thing nice and slow. And then the rhythm on the D minor is... And then John does like a pull off to the bass note. Okay, so let's check out that whole thing again nice and slow. So that pull off again is... Okay, so the second time around is basically the same thing. But when you get to that part, you drop down to the 8th fret, 2nd string. Okay, so all that together. And then at the end, you just do a hammer-on pull-off on the 12th fret, G string. So the riff is in 3 sections. First section. Second section. And third section, the hammer-on pull-off. Okay, so let's try the whole thing slow, and you can play along with me. Now let's do it up to speed. So there it is, Scar Tissue by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Great riff. You're learning about intervals of tenths. You're doing some finger style. You're throwing in some single notes there. Hope you had fun with this one. Practice hard, and we'll see you in the next one.